This video has no script, so if it seems a little bit rambly, that's because it is. This is the giant Malaysian leaf insect. They are pretty big, but to show you how big they are, I have, of course, banana fish scale. But since that won't satisfy everybody, I also have a ruler. They are around 13 and a half centimeters, and then the Americans, it's around 5.5 inches, maybe 6 if you want to be particular. The species is endemic to, as implied by the name, Malaysia. I'm not going to tell you the scientific name, as I think that's pretty useless, but they are part of the plasmids, which include stick insects and other leaf insect species. Yes, there are more than one. These guys are just mostly females in the wild, as they do not need males to reproduce. You might be wondering, how is that possible? Well, these ladies lay eggs, a lot of them, as you'll see later. And the eggs, though unfertilized, have all the genetic information necessary to create pretty much clones of themselves, which is pretty amazing. But coming over to their enclosure, I know it's looking a little bit sad right now, but you know, I haven't replaced the leaves in a while. The current one that I've been showing you is very green compared to some of them that I have, and I used to have 4, but now I only have 3, and I'll explain more about their lifetime and stuff in the part of my video where I explain their care guide. But over here is one that looks like most of the rest. They look like a dead leaf, which is really, really cool. And they're around the same size. They don't move around much, but that's fine. And they're pretty quiet. They don't make any noise themselves. But what's really cool is they actually fling their eggs as a way to keep them from predators. And at night, because this is my room, I hear the crunching of the leaves, which is pretty interesting. It's kind of scary. But that's all the facts, so here's a little care guide. So, starting up here, this is my incubator. This is where I keep all the eggs. As you can see, with just the 4, I have gotten a lot. Now, these eggs look really weird. Let's see if I can show you one. They have this extrude triangular shape with 2 nubs. And they come in a lot of shades, from really dark to lighter brown. This substrate that I'm using is perlite, because I've found that it keeps moisture in really well. But other substrates you can use is sphagnum moss, or even like paper towels work. And these guys, as will be seen with all the other stages of life, take a while. Even under the best conditions, they can take 4 months and can take up to 9 months, which is kind of insane, but so is the egg amount. So these ladies go full out. So now moving back to the leaf insects. So I got these at 3rd Instar. For those who aren't in the loop, Instar is the amount of molts that they have done. So 3rd Instar would be 3 molts. It's actually really cool. When they first hatch, they look like ants. They're completely black, and that's to, of course, mimic ants, and they go a lot faster than these gals. Some other changes that go throughout the molts are the wings. So these are wings right here. They can't fly. The males can when they do hatch, which is, I guess, something I can include at the end of the video. But the males are thinner and they have actual wings that can fly, but these ladies do not. They go for full camouflage. And as they continue to grow, first they have no wings, and then they have very little wings right here, and then they molt again, and it just grows all the way, and they come out this really pretty, and they're amazing. So from third instar to now, it's taken around 4 or 5 months. So from when the eggs hatch to adulthood, it can take up to 6 months. These girls take it slow, but once they are adults, they can last up to 6 months and can lay anywhere between 200 and 500 eggs, which is insane. And since I have 4 of them, or had 4 of them, it's just been crazy how many eggs. And they're pretty distinguishable from the poop. The poop's just little cylinders, whereas the eggs are pretty big. As you might have noticed, for the food, I'm using oak right now. This is one of the food plants, and you might be thinking, hey, these guys are tropical, though. Don't they need some tropical plants? No, they eat oak, bramble, which is like raspberry and blackberry and all of those related species. If you do want to feed them more tropical, they eat guava leaves. But really, there's oak, which I'm using right now because it's everywhere. Bramble, which I use in the winter because it's available then. And then I have tried rose, which apparently they like, but I don't know, maybe mine don't. But yeah, it's pretty easy. I have a little vase of water with the leaves. I do have a paper towel in there because though these gals can't really fit in there, bugs are dumb. They will walk in there and they will drown. I have had this problem before. Put saran wrap, put paper towels, put something over it so these bugs, whatever size bugs you have, cannot go in there. For the bottom, I have paper towels because it makes everything really visible and helps contain moisture, which brings me to the next part. Moisture retention. This is so important. I got this cage off Temu. It was fairly cheap. It's huge. It's like up to my waist. It's 3 feet, almost 4 feet tall, which is really important because these guys need a molt. But it came with 3 mesh sides, including the door, and 1 plastic side. That's not okay. When I have tried with these guys before, they died because they couldn't molt and they didn't have enough moisture. So I did the redneck thing and I taped trash bags to it. Whatever it takes, just make sure there's enough moisture inside. I have this little flap that I can spray water in, which is another thing that you need to do. But I have it on all the sides without plastic, because this is so important. If anything, you need to remember moisture. And along that same point, spraying. I spray once, twice per day. These guys love the moisture. I've even seen them drinking some of the water off the leaves, if the leaves are particularly dry, like right now. But make sure that they are moist. Otherwise, they will die during molting. And it's just a fact. So, top takeaways. big cage. Make sure you have a big cage. And even better if it has plastic sides all around and maybe a mesh lid, because they do still need ventilation. 2, big cage. They need a big cage, especially if you're like me and have 4 or more, because they molt and they need that. 3, make sure that you have good food like oak and bramble and rose and papaya even. And 4, be prepared for the long haul. These guys last a long time. I've had these for around 9-10 months now, and it's going to be an investment, but when they do get to adulthood, you'll get so many eggs, trust me. That's it. Sorry if it sounds rambling or anything, but or if I did anything wrong, I'll include the scientific name in the title. And really, if you look these guys up on the internet, that's what I did. You can mostly find stores which sell them. But that's it for me. Bye.